news from Liberia and other parts of the world. My name is Jab Davis, presenting on this Tuesday, April 2, 2024. And stories coming up. Central Bank extends deadline for the exchange of all banknotes to May 15.
The Board of Governors of the Central Bank of Liberia met at an emergency meeting on Friday and took the decision to extend the deadline to May 15, 2024, to allow our people continue to exchange their money.
Education Minister Dr. Jaso Jala shows effective governance of public schools across the country.
Improving educational outcomes is key. The next item is promoting TVET and improving TVET opportunities. And the last is improving governance in our education system.
Painesville City Corporation to launch a major campaign targeting rigorous disposal of waste. And away from home, Senegal's youngest president, Bassirou Faye, sworn in at a ceremony in Dakar. We have all of these stories, but first let's bring you a bulletin of news. The Board of Governors of the Central Bank of Liberia, the CBL, has extended the currency exchange exercise by 6 weeks following the March 30 deadline. At its emergency meeting over the weekend, the CBL board resolved to extend the deadline for the termination of the legal tender status of the old banknotes until May 15, 2024. CBL Head of Corporate Communications, Alfonso Zion, told the Super Morning Show on Tuesday that the exchange exercise will continue through the commercial banks and rural community finance institutions.
From now on to the 15th of May 2024, the exchange process of the old money for the new money will take place through the commercial banks and the ROCFR, the community banks.
Mr. Zion said several factors, including the challenging road condition in hard-to-reach counties, elections, and the transitional process impacted the decision to extend the process. This means the old banknote series known as LS1 and LS2 printed before 2021 still remain legal tendered until May 15, 2024 and can be used to buy goods and pay for services in Liberia. Alfonso Zion threatened prosecution consistent with law for those who may refuse to accept the old banknotes. The Ministry of Education says it has reformulated 3 pillars of government's arrest agenda into its national agenda for implementation. Education Minister Dr. Jaso Jala said education is crucially positioned under the human development component of the arrest agenda. According to her, the realization of such agenda depends on improvement in educational outcomes, accountability, and being dutiful.
If we look at the arrest agenda, there's 3 things that are cardinal, and that arrest agenda is being reformulated into our national agenda. So the components that are responsible for education is under human development capacity.
Minister Jala also spoke of measures that will ensure effective governance of public schools, world of politics. Speaking at the climax of her school tour in southeastern Liberia over the weekend, the education minister vowed to improve and promote technical vocational education in Liberia in the coming years. The Painesville City Corporation, the PCC, is expected to launch a rigorous waste disposal exercise codenamed Clean City Starts From You. PCC said the campaign, to be launched on Friday, will kick-start a well-coordinated effort to implement a new waste disposal regime for Painesville. In an ERBC interview on Tuesday, Painesville City Mayor Robert Bestman said discussions with the World Bank are ongoing to build a withholding center for primary and secondary waste.
So we are now working to make sure that when time is cut off, then we can move on. But we are also working on a holding center with the World Bank for Painesville. And when that is done, we can rest assured there would not be a single garbage that you see in the street for more than days because we will have somewhere to carry the garbage.
Mayor Bestman admitted that an effective waste management is only possible if the city corporation is empowered with adequate logistics and manpower. The Painesville City Mayor also said plans are underway to empower the local marketing associations to dispose of their own waste to reduce the workload on the city corporation. And some concerned citizens of Grand Cape Mount County are calling on government to release the bodies of their compatriots currently at the A.B. Anderson funeral for burial. The two Grand Cape Mount citizens died during the King George violence at the B Mountain Company. They told our correspondent that the prolonged preservation of the bodies contravenes the religious ritual of the Islamic faith. According to our correspondent, the citizens have also complained about the reported abandonment of the King George victims, though some progress has been made in the negotiations. They also praised the Labor Ministry for sending an assessment team to get first-hand information on reported labor malpractices at the company. We take a short break and we'll be back with the voices of the newsmakers.